Hello, swing trading record keeping. How to analyze stock for swing trading. We are going to do our record keeping and then analyze the stocks to see if there is one that is well positioned based on our swing trading strategy for us to purchase some share. So when you are swing trading, is a good idea every day to pull your daily transaction report and update your swing trading spreadsheet, whether you do manually or you download the report to it and design the spreadsheet in a way that it can generate some report from it. But it's good to do that on a daily basis so that you can have an idea on what is going on with your account and if and with the request to purchase or to sell that you pull through actually went through. So we are going to make sure we are on the right date, and it is the transaction for December 11, 2024. And a few days ago I mentioned a stock that we purchased for dividend purposes that went bankrupt, and pretty much we lost what we invested in that stocks we purchased almost 2 years ago for dividend income purposes, and it went bankrupt. A reminder of doing our due diligence when we are picking up stocks for investing and trading. And the way we do it is we have specific filters that we put those stocks through to make sure they met those basic filters that we have in place before we add them to our list of stocks to invest in or to trade. But again, remember, those stocks at some point could bankrupt on you. Therefore, just be careful with them, and if you want to invest in them long term, you might want to define what that long term is. You might, after you have a profit in them for a certain period of time, you might just sell it and lock in that profit and reinvest your money in another stocks. But again, you may not know for sure when one will bankrupt on you. Just know that it can happen. And it's not the first time that we come across one in our portfolio that went bankrupt. It just doesn't happen often, but it does happen. So we purchased KC on the 11th, almost a month ago, and we have some profit in it, and we sold it yesterday to lock in that profit. So I'm going to take that commitment out of there, and I'm going to put yesterday date, which is December 11, 2024. We sold those 6 shares and at a price of $432.70, and the fee is 0.07, and the profit is $42.59 or 1.67%. And that is what our swing trade was yesterday. During our analysis yesterday, we picked few stocks to swing trade. I don't know if they are well positioned, but I don't know. There was one that we could have purchased. It has the first green bar, but I didn't feel comfortable. Just going to close this one. I don't think we'll come back to it. We might, but I'm not sure. I didn't feel comfortable purchasing it, and for that reason I didn't purchase it. So when you are doing those, you are swing trading and you are uncomfortable spending a $10 amount on a specific stock, you might want to pay attention to your feeling, because it is your money, and if making some decisions will keep you awake at night, it's not worth making those decisions. So, and I didn't feel comfortable. I could have purchased half of it, but I just prefer not to. I put it in contest with the others and just decided not to. So we are going to make sure KC we took the highlight off of it on our list here. And I'm not sure why I put cats. It's KC. Oh, okay. So cats was one we highlighted to buy. I forgot about it. When I saw that highlight on it, okay, I saw, okay, so why did I highlight it when I already have it in the portfolio? So we are going to remove that. So, but again, I thought I had to check it. So pretty much yesterday we highlighted to buy, but I just felt like we have it in our portfolio. But I think I was confusing it with KC. But so I think I'm going to take that blue color out of there. But FICO is one of them that we plan to buy, and that was the one that I was not comfortable purchasing, and I didn't. So those are two cards, FICO. I think AMP as well, and AMP didn't meet the criteria yesterday during noon, around noon, to purchase it, because again, to make the purchase, it's good to do the analysis again of them. So I'm going to pretty much lower this a little bit, and we are going to start from the beginning, and we will get to FICO. So we can start with, or maybe since FICO is already open, we can take a look at it. But yeah, we decided, let me put the bar. We decided yesterday to buy if we see the first green bar, and I saw the first green bar around noon, but I decided not to buy it. And why I decided not to buy it, if we zoom back again and let's look at, we are on a daily one, okay, on a maximum daily chart. We swing through on a daily chart. Every single price bar is a daily price bar showing the daily fluctuation of the price. So we are on a maximum daily chart here, and the reason why I didn't buy, even though we were tracking it on this purple line, and we purchased it multiple times during the year on that line, and I was targeting it to buy it again. And the reason why I was originally targeting it to buy it is, if I look at 1 year or so, it walked along a line here starting in October all the way to probably February, and that will be 4 months or so of trend line. And I was thinking that it could repeat that same process here all the way to probably January, February as well, before it will try to come back to this line here. So for that reason, I wanted to buy it at that trend line to see if we can make some profit on it for about a month or so before we get out of it, before we exit it. However, yesterday, as I was looking at the chart as a whole, I noticed that this trend line here is quite far from the line, the trend line, the long-term trend line. So this I would say 6 months or so trend line is quite far from the long-term trend line. And again, I do not check fundamental for those stocks, and I do not pay attention to the news for those stocks. And I'm sure if you went into their news, you might try to get some deduction out of that, but I'm not going to. I'm just looking at the chart and make my decision. So I noticed that this trend line is quite far from the bottom one, and I didn't see that repetition in the past. We have that gap here as well, but it was not that pronounced. And in the past, it was just closer to this main trend line, and in October last year it veered quite a bit away from it and then returned and veered away from it again even higher. For that reason, not knowing when this trend line will end, I just prefer not to enter the trade and just wait for that to observe to see if it's going to come back to this line, and when it will do that, it will come back to it, because we could purchase it, and if it is close to the end of the trend line and then it start pulling down and it does that, we might have to wait for a while for that to go past where we purchased it before we can sell it, because of the gap between it. And there is always a chance that it will revert back to the bottom line. Because of the gap between it, I just prefer to wait. And there is a chance it may not come back to this, or it might be a while before it come back to it. There is a chance, but I just find it odd that this gap has not really been reflected on the chart before. If you look at previous 2021, 2022 and so, you can see that, you know, if you put the mouse there, it just has been close to it. And of course it was quite a bit of a few years for us, and not much happened there, is okay. But then we have this. So based on that assumption, I decided not to. But again, since this maximum daily chart is not showing us past 2021 March, we can go to maximum monthly. And maximum monthly, we can look at it and you can see maximum monthly. Again, if I put my mouse here, you can see that it was quite close to where my mouse is over the years, and start veering away from it around 2015. But again, let's see if I try to trace a line here. So we do have that, and if we continue this line that I just traced it, yes, we can see that there is that's the way I analyze the chart. When I trace this line now, you can see that between this line and this line, there is quite a bit of gap as well. And this, okay, in fact, the line that I was looking at, and I said there was not much things that happened on it, it was November 2020. November 2020, and a veer from it and didn't come back to this line. So now when we go back to this line that we are looking at, we notice that it veered again from it, going there. And even though on a daily chart we saw a lot of fluctuation, on a monthly chart we have quite a bit of growing here. But again, yeah, not knowing if it's going to try to fall back based on what we just did right now, there is a possibility it may not come back to this, just like the way it didn't go back to this line from that point on. So it may not come back to this, just like it might come back to it. So yeah, it is. And looking at it on the monthly chart, it has quite a bit of green, and there is a pullback here. But now if we go back to, I don't think I wanted to continue zooming here, but we can go to our maximum daily chart. The long line that we chose before is this one, or the monthly, maximum monthly. So we can see that it didn't come back to where when we veer from it, and if you look at this angle here, we can say that it's about the same angle that got repeated here. Okay, so now it makes me think that it could be okay for us to actually enter it there, because there is a possibility it won't come back to it, but again, there is a possibility it might. So now but then the thing is, where is it going from here? At least when it was doing that here, it came back to this line. So is it this one that is going to become the new line that is going to fall back on? But anyway, that was the reason why I didn't buy it, and I still prefer not to buy it and just wait, because again, if that is the line to buy it on, I mean, it will go up from it, it will go back to it as well. So you see the way it touched it multiple times and we purchase it. The arrows facing up are the arrows where we purchase it. The arrows on top facing down are where we sold it. So we did purchase quite a bit along this trend line using our short-term trend line swing trading strategy. And we purchased it there, and it pulled back on us, and we waited quite a bit to sell it, and then we continued on this trend line. So and I know that some traders can actually determine when a trend line is going to end, but again, I don't. I'm just looking at what is going on the trend. Sometimes they rise before they pull back can signify when they are getting close to the end of the trend line as well, but I won't use that in this instance though, when we have that many rise before it pulled back and did this. So, but again, I didn't feel comfortable to purchase it yesterday, and I didn't purchase it. So now let's go to AMP. But that was the analysis behind my decision. It was the reason why, yeah, pretty much my decision. And I believe this one, I have no idea why I didn't buy this one. Probably that blue was not there around lunchtime yesterday. It could be red yesterday. I'm not sure anymore. But I do have that same things related to FICO. I still have that same issue here where it could pull to this line, but at least, you know, these things away from this line was repeated before. Did you see those? So at least we know that these stocks tend to have that tendency. But now the real question is it at the end of this 4 months trend line? We know that it was October here all the way to March or so before it start pulling back. So because now, let me see here. Because now I'm seeing the green bar today, I will place the order before the markets open, because with the long trend trading strategy, I think you have more flexibility to enter the trade if you miss one entry spot. So usually we buy at the first green bar, but because we didn't purchase it yesterday, it could be because yesterday that bar was red, but by the end of the day it was green. I'm not sure, but we didn't purchase it yesterday, so we can purchase it today, the second bar, and just assume the second bar is going to be a green bar. So the second bar today, but for that to happen, I would prefer to place the order to buy before the markets open. And when I'm placing that order, I will use the lesser of the price at when the market closed yesterday and the price is selling this morning at pre-market time. The least of the two is what I will put as the limit price, and if it reaches that price during the day, it will buy for us. So yeah, and we are going to go to, and then we can just take a look at it to see what is going on with that, if that will continue that trend line or move. Another thing to take a look at is, you see, okay, when it was away from it did that big things before, but again, it is something to practice caution with, because there is quite a bit of gap between that line and the next one. So this one, I'm going to put a highlight here so that I can remember that it is the one that I need to purchase before the market opens, and I can determine how much I like to spend on it. And one simple way to do that will be to look at where it is right now. Let's just use 5580, and let's use this highest point, 577. So if we use the calculation and we do 577 minus 550.80, I use different way to calculate how many shares I'm going to purchase. So this is a simple one as well. So that's $26 for that to reach that high. That's $26 profit right there per share. If I want to have $1,000 profit, then I can do $1,000 profit divided by $26. I will need to buy 38 shares or 39 shares. So 39 shares times 550.80 will be 21,000. So, and from here to this, for that to surpass this high and you to sell it and make $1,000, that is the amount we will put in. That is one way to calculate how many shares we will purchase, and if we are not comfortable spending that much per trade, but it will be a good one, you know, for a temporary for the short term, for a short time frame. But another option that I like to use is let's go to 1 year, so we can pretty much locate that time frame. We are in December, so we can just somewhere here, we are pretty much somewhere here, and we know that it's going to, you know, fluctuate. And let's just pick all the way to March, for instance. So if I go from somewhere here, which is going to be where this line is, 366, let's just say 367 to 338. So 367 minus, I think it's like 438. It's $71 difference. So let's try it again. Yeah, 400 something. So we calculated it to be $71. So it's just an assumption here. So 1,000 divided by 71 will buy 14 shares. So 14 shares times 5, let's just say 551. Then we will buy 7,000. We will spend 7,714 or so to purchase it, with the assumption that, you know, it will reach that $71 a share type of profit within 3 or 4 months. Does that make sense? So the longer the time frame you are allocating for the profit you are going to generate, the less amount you will need to commit to that trade. But the shorter the time frame you want to reach that same level of profit, the more of your money you will commit to that trade. And if the it does not continue its route, but it prefers to fall back to here before going back up, then we might have to wait for a while to sell it. And committing $21,000 to it, to wait that long, is a question you'll have to ask yourself. But if you committed $7,000 to it and you have to wait that long, I think it is easier pill to swallow. So those are questions you will have to ask yourself to see which one you are comfortable with, and take and make that decision. Okay, just knowing that there is a chance it could go back to this before reaching the goal you are aiming for, or you can just continue and reach that goal right away. But again, just know that time will matter, or your money will matter. Which one of it you are willing to commit to? Thank you. So let's move to the next one. So this one is one we are going to buy. For how much we are willing to commit to it, we will find out when we do our record keeping the next day. So for more of our swing trading videos, will you please check the description? We have the playlist there, Tarot Swing Trading, and we'll have it at the end of the video on the screen as well. And we do our daily routine of analyzing the chart and doing our record keeping of our previous day transactions as well. So APH, we are tracking it on that purple line. It has not been, it pulled back, but it has not been close to it for us to get in. So we are not going to do anything. We just let it. But again, that's something we can notice, is that it does not come to this before it goes back. But we just want to wait that if it comes to that line, we can get in. A0. A0 is going up. We'll leave it alone. We are tracking it on this line, so when they come back to it, we can get in. But you can see that in 2024 we traded quite a bit on short-term trend lines, quite a bit. And our trading strategy, we have the short-term trend line that we practiced in 2024, aiming for small profit and allocating a relatively small dollar amount as well, and selling it, you know, around 3 days or so if everything went well, waiting for the minimum profit target to be reached, and then we sell it. But now we wanted to apply a longer trend line swing trading strategy by aiming for a longer trend line that we color purple on our chart, and just wait for the stocks to pull back to that line, and we get in and aim for a new high or a minimum profit that we are targeting to sell. And based on that, so it's good to, when you have a swing trading strategy, it's good to have it written down that you can refer to it often, so that you do not veer away from it too much. And when you are, you know, changing your strategy, you have a reason behind the change, and you can even document it as well. Just like the way we use the short-term trading strategy during the year, and now going into 2025, we decided to use a longer trend line swing trading strategy, and we pretty much wrote it down so that we can see if it even makes sense in our by looking at it and reading and listening to it. So we are waiting on it on this line. Let me go back. This is, I'm not seeing a bigger line here. Could be because none of the line is really being applied to it. Let's go to maximum monthly here. Okay, let's see if you'll be able to trace some line here. It's just like, if I put it here, okay, so this one is going to be somewhat horizontal line, but okay, it can work like that. So in this one, let's see here, it just seems like, okay, so it's changing its course quite often. 2020, 2022 or 23, 2 years. And then from here we can trace this one. And on the maximum monthly chart, I like to trace it from far, and this I'm going to mark a purple so that we can locate it from the others that we have there. And now we are going to, because if it's going to fall back on one, it's going to be this one. So we are going to go to maximum daily chart. Okay, so if it's going to fall to one, it's going to be this one. But the thing is, let's see how, now that we are on a daily chart, we can see it. Let's try to adjust it a little bit more. I'm not thinking about, okay, let's do that and put this one here. I'm trying to see if I can, yeah, I think I will prefer that so that I can get it closer to those lows. For some reason there is quite a bit of gap there, and then it fell back on here. But when I'm tracing a trend line on a daily chart, I like to aim for the closest low, not the further away from it one, and I need 2 points to trace. So, and I know that it is not a line, it is like a zone type. So this low could be in the zone as well, probably this one as well, and this one is in it, this one is in it, this one is in it, but a little bit on the downside, and this one is in it. So let's see, that way we know that we are tracing it. It's quite a jump down here. So yeah, we could buy it on this line, and I'm not, but I could say that last year all the way to February before it's trying to come back down. But yeah, at this point it's away from it though, not much we can do about that right now. So CAT, CAT. So let's see why CAT was higher yesterday. Oh come on, I'm not going to have that one there yet. So CAT, so okay, CAT pulled back yesterday. So okay, like we see another pullback, we won't buy it on the red, but we do have those jump from this often, so it's not a new thing. But today if we start going up, we might buy some. Let's see here, all the way to March. It could do that all the way to March if it chose to. So let's put a red again today. If is up, if we see green bar today, we can buy. So CL is still away from the line we like to buy on. We are just going to wait on it, and you can see from where it was before and where it is, but we just want to prefer to wait on it on that line, assuming we are aiming for the right line. CMJ so far it has not given off, and a reason that we are underestimating it since it's still on that distance. So this one is away from the line we are targeting it on, therefore we are just going to wait. I can extend this line though. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. The next one is COR. You see the way we are zooming? That's why I like 1 year daily chart. 1 year daily chart, we don't need to zoom. Do you see what I'm talking about here? So this is what, October. So pretty much this trend ended for it. This is October here. So that's 2 months trend line there. Here is what, December, October. Yeah, October, and it came back to the line here. And can you just stop that? So we are aiming for this line, and we are going to wait there for it. And the next one is KC that we sold yesterday. And yeah, it reached a high yesterday, and I say, you know what, let's just sell it and lock in that small profits and free the money and wait. Because again, I took into consideration where we bought it. You see where we bought it? It was quite far from that line. It's again based on our short-term trading strategy that we made that purchase. So, and we waited for it, and we sold it yesterday. So, and this time we prefer to wait to buy it at the trend line, and that trend line is almost 1 year trend line. So that's a good one. We can wait for it to get to that line, and we can get in. Costco. So Costco is nowhere near the line we like to buy on, so we can just wait, or at least we can extend our line if our mask can allow us to now fluctuate like 1 hour chart. Okay, and I was looking at that low there, moving it. So DECK. So DECK is well away from the line that we are aiming to buy it on. So we are not going to do anything. We are just going to wait on it. You see, when you know the line you like to buy the stock on, you can actually there was one that I purchased. I have in the account for a while now, and we can see what is doing. You see where we bought it and where it's now. If we want to trace our trend line. I'm just picking one low there to see if that will be the low that will connect multiple lows. So this one will end there. So it touched that, touch the closest one. I can just try to pick this to see. You see, it's closer to this, therefore I will just keep that one, and I'm going to color this line. So activate, oh, not activate, but okay. And I'm right clicking to have those box open for me. That'll be the line we will aim for, but we tried it multiple times on short-term trail line, but you can see that after doing it for a while, when it fell off of it, you just continue. Okay, so that is now portfolio with unrealized loss on it. So EME is that trend line that is, think EME is EME. Okay, so it seems to me that EME like to stay longer on this trend line. See, it's pulling back, but just doesn't want to go below it. It did that same consolidation somewhere here before it pulled back. It's doing it again there, but at least we selected this one to buy on, but it just seems to me that if you decided to buy it on this trend line, your decision will be justified as well, because it does go to it. I just don't know for how long it's going to stay on that before it'll decide to move to this one. So, and that was the reason why I didn't want to get in. But it seems to me that it's not done there yet. So we have, okay, at the beginning of the year, pretty much all the way to April before, yeah. So it seems to me that it's going to, it could try to be started in August there. It could try to be to follow that trend line a little bit further before getting off of it. But again, we tried a few times, just don't know what to expect. Fast, we bought it, and it pulled back on us. So we bought it, and it's been doing this day. So right now is on our portfolio. I'm trying to see a low so that I can extend this further, but yeah. FDS, we purchased it, is in our portfolio, but right now it is lower than where we bought it. So we bought it somewhere there, and it is here. So if we have a small profit, we could sell it and get out of it, because we bought it following a shorter trend line, and you see, shorter trend line, but it didn't work out. Let's see, but this low, yeah, it's like this one, but higher than this one. But yeah, we can sell and just get out of it and wait for this to be on that line. For some reason, this line is crossing multiple things here, and do you see these stocks is compared to the one we saw before, there is quite a bit of fluctuation of G stocks. Like even this area, there is a chance it could go below the line. I don't know if you have noticed, but for the trend line that we traced before for the others, we have not really seen any, to the exception of one of them, that the stocks went below the trend line. I'm not sure which one was it. I don't know if that was FICO or what, but for that to do that W here, which is something that a swing trading strategy might refer to as well, but not the one that I trade with or that I use. But yeah, it has quite a bit of fluctuation, makes it kind of hard to actually I like to say predict, hard to predict, but I don't know if that's the word that I will use, but or make assumption of might be a better, less harder word I will use. But I really don't know what kind of trend is following there. If I try to trace this could be a line that is following as well. In fact, that will make a lot more sense as well. That is the line is following 4 months or so, just like this one here. And I don't know, let's say this one is like June, and here is like March, so it crossed 2 years here, so it reached here, so that's 4 months here, and from there that's 5 months, so about here 4 months. So it's like every 4 months or so it falls off of it reach the trend line and go back for another 4 months. So let's see if that repeated itself here. So we have August and we have October here, that'll be 2 months, and then we have December here. From August that'll be 4 months, and it I don't want that. It continued that and did from 8 months time frame before it fell back on this. But anyway, is it going to do the same? I have no idea, but that's just so busy here with all those fluctuations, so we can just observe. But there is a possibility it could just go back up from there, go back to A, and so forth. It might be a while before it come back to this line, but frankly, boy, if we let's see how often it touches. It does touch it. So, and it's quite going on, so we can wait. If it reach that line, if we want to get in, we can. Let's make it purple and see how we feel about it. That way we can track it on that one as well. So let's go to FI. That one we bought it as well, but I prefer to sell what we have here before I buy another one though. FI, we purchased it, is now stock, is now portfolio, and it pulled back on us. So seems to me that it's coming back to this line. Let's see if I can trace this. There is that line and there is this line here. I don't know which one is going to. I went and turned the dryer on. I'm washing some fabrics to sew to fulfill an order this week. So I like to dry the fabric to see if I'll be able to cut those pieces this morning if I have time. So yeah, let's this line has been going on since June, July. we have a similar one here from October to March. October to March. And I don't know if this one is going to continue all the way to March or if that's time frame. So this is 5 months. October to March is 5 months, so we don't know. We just prefer to wait on this line here and see what is going to catch it here. Either way we purchase it, we like to sell those first. Okay. FICO. FICO. Oh, that's the one that we analyzed earlier. And okay, so what do we think? Should we buy? We have October to October to October. That's 1 year that it was didn't touch the line here. And then I have no idea. Okay, so I have no idea. So the one thing we could do is just buy few, and I have, you know, cut down on the profits we like to target, and just okay. So let's see if we will buy before the markets open. Place some order here. So it is selling for, let's see here, and let's target this high that it might surpass the high 240. Let's just do 0.3 minus the price that is selling there, 2190. They're just 97, so that's 206 there. To make 500 profit, we just need 2 share or 3. So divided by 206, 3 share. So 3 times 2197. That's 6,000. Okay. Anyway, we can buy and see what happens, right? So Google. So Google is far from the line we like to buy it on. Wow, Google went back up. That's good. It has been in a down. We threw it a little bit, and then luckily we are now holding on to it. But even if we were holding on to it, we could have sold it because it just went back up. That's good. And we like to just buy it on this trend line. So I don't know when it's going to go back to this trend line, but we prefer to wait and get in at that trend line. But it just seems like a long time it took, not knowing if it's going to go back to it. It did try, it just didn't go that low. Then we start observing it and just didn't know if it's going to go from here or what, because it tried and it just seems like, yeah, well, that's good. It went back on course. But we are not going to do the short-term trend line with it. We are just going to wait. So GWW. I'm surprised by Google. Okay, so this one, I'm not sure what it's doing. We like to buy it on this line, but it seems like it's trying to do something around this area. But I just prefer to wait, because if you want to fall back on this, that's quite a bit of gap there. the one that I highlighted are the one we purchased and we have not sold them yet. So the one that I highlighted are the one that we do not have in our portfolio. So HD and the one with asterisk, whether we highlight it or not, are the one that for sure we like to keep analyzing them. Even if they're highlighted, that means we bought them, but we like to keep paying attention to their chart to see what is going on. Not just do that after we sold it and we are now analyzing the chart to buy, but just to observe what is going on. So this one, we like to buy it on that purple line, so we can just wait for it. And LEN, we purchased LEN. Let's see how it's doing. Ooh, do you see that? Okay, so seems to me that it's falling off of this and it's going down to here when we bought it somewhere here. And that's what I was talking about before, that there is a chance that it will go to that line, but the chance is it has not touched this line at all during the year. But we will see if it's going to go to this line or revert back or continue from there. But again, we bought it already and we can just wait on it. So let me do LLY. We purchased it for a while now and we purchased it and it has been in down, so we are just going to wait, and we are aiming for this line, but let me see. Yeah, it's now following these lines since it's below it, but for the whole year though it has not come back to this line here. Lowe's, that's another one that we purchased, is in the account. And it's playing that game. We purchase it here and we'll prefer next time we'll buy it again to be down here. Okay, MA, we purchased MA. Okay, we purchased MA right on that line and it went up. My concern though is, again, we made the assumption that it could be on that line all the way to March. Therefore, we bought it on that line and we like to hold on to it longer until about $1,000 profit is reached. But again, let's not forget that time to time it's time to come back to this line very periodically. So, but yeah, that one seems to be doing just fine. MANH. Okay, so we want to buy it on this line and we can just wait. I know we have this line that is working with, but it does not have a clear pattern. MAR, do you see quite a bit of gap down, gap up in it? It does not come to this line at all and can go continue up. Like we can trace another line here easily, which was the line I traded on. I didn't have to trace it to see it. On a short trend line, I didn't have to trace those lines. After a while, I can visualize the line that I'm purchasing it on. But and then we purchased it and it did all of this and went back there and we sold it. So I just prefer to wait on it to come here. MAR. We are waiting on this line, so we will wait. MCK is a pull back and start going up from there, you see, away from those trend line, following a shorter trend line. But I do not want to trade it on that trend, on a short trend line. That's what I did in 2024. You see, bought it here, sold it there. Could easily buy it here and sold it somewhere there, or why not? Yeah, well, and buy it again. That has been our process, but I just prefer to wait. MCK. And the short-term strategy allow us to trade often, to practice the swing trading strategy that we are using. Moving forward though, I like to try the long-term trading strategy to see which one to compare both. So we have this one and we are aiming for that line to go back in. Okay. MC. Oh, MC. You see, you pass that one, coming to this. Okay. From there we look back. We just need to be ready. This is going to be off. NVDA. I think NVDA is not doing well in our portfolio. We bought it on that trend line. We bought it there and it pulled below it. Don't know if it's trying to come to this one or not, but we have it. So let's try NVR. We purchased it for a while now. It's in our portfolio and we do have this line, but we could trace another line. Interesting. Do you see? So this line is what? October. It touched it, and October all the way to August. So if it's going to do the same thing, we could actually buy it on this line. We bought it already though, and we bought it and it pulled down on us. Look at it here. It did those things all the way here before it claimed. So what I like to do, if we see a green bar today, we could buy one more and have both, because this will be a trend line that we can buy on, even though we already have it. We already have one in the portfolio. And again, using the short-term trading strategy, I do not, when I purchase the stocks at a pullback on us, I don't buy it again until I sell that one. But for this long-term trading strategy, aiming for longer trend line, buying this away from that trend line, if it's on the trend line and start going up from that trend line, I could buy again and wait for it for the price to go past both before I sell it. And the reason is trading it on this trend line, if it try to repeat the same process as before, last October it took all the way to June, all the way to October again to fall off of that trend line. So if it's trying to do the same thing, it could stay on this trend line pretty much for the whole year, before falling back on it. So that means we could wait for about a year before we can buy it again if we want to buy it at this line. But in the meantime, we can actually buy it on this line. But again, there is a possibility that it may not repeat that pattern and fall off of it. But again, you don't know until you try. There is a risk involved with it. Just see which one you are willing to take. So this one, I'm aiming for this line, and I'm going to just wait on it. So RPM, let's try RPM. It has been now, I'm just doing some randomly though, but the one that I'm RPM. Okay, RPM. Let's trace some lines here. And this line is what? Is May. Let's go to maximum monthly. Maximum monthly. Let's see if we can trace some lines here. Yeah, this is a good line. We have multiple touch point. We can make it purple. This line that I just traced before we came here is another line. It has multiple touch point. Okay. And we can go back to maximum daily chart. So I think even though we have a trend line going on here, do you see this one that I was tracing here and I stopped? Because that was where I was, that seems to me that it's still following that line. But I'll prefer, which one was it? June. It has been following that line since June. No, not June, July. July. And here is May, November. Interesting. Okay. And you can see that periodically it's touching that line. Periodically it will go up, but it will come back to that line. It'll go up and it will come back to that line. So we bought it, and we bought it there. Since this one didn't go all the way, we bought it there and it pulled. So we just wait on it until we sell it. But I would prefer to buy it again on this line. I don't know, we just keep checking to see. RSG. So RSG, we are waiting for this line to sell it, and that line started last year, so it's 1 year trend line there. Let's see this one. We purchased it for a while. It has been in our account for a while. And let's trace some line here. Let's start with maximum monthly chart. You see how we are tracing our line? I like to use maximum monthly to trace line on obvious visible lows that we can see. Those, you know. And then let's see, we have this one here, but I'm not, let's just, let's reset. Now let's go to maximum daily chart. Okay, so this is the one we trace it, and this one is the one that we trace from it. And let's go to maximum monthly chart to see. Yeah, this here. Now let's go back to maximum daily chart. Ooh, okay, so that is the line. But frankly, distance is so jittery. Like, there's so much zigzag going on here. The highest point was in February. We can target that line, but frankly, I don't think it touched it good enough for me to get in. It start going up though, and could continue doing those things. Anyway, we bought it. The thing is, we bought it, so let's just wait. And I have average profit here, but true profits. So let's make sure we didn't forget any. TJX is far from the line we like to buy on, so we can just wait. TMUX is far from the line we like to buy from. It's still following this line here, but we just like to wait on it, on this one. TRY, we would like to wait on that line, purple line. URY, we bought it and it pulled, and we are thinking if you reach that line and start going up from there, we will buy. But it came close. We still have red. I'm not buying it. I like to see green, but I like to see touch base and start going up from here. I don't really want to buy more somewhere in the air here, but I want it closer to the trend line, and we bought it closer to this trend line, but clearly that one was not a long trend line. So V, so we are waiting on this line to buy. VRTX, okay, so we bought VRTS. He went up and pulled back and he's doing his things, but we bought it here, so good. The next one is WAB. We bought it there and he's doing those things here. Okay. WM is one that we purchased on a long-term trending, but you see where we bought it? It was not close enough and is here. If it start going up from here, we'll buy it again. Let's see what line is that one. Yeah, let me see here. Is one year line. Let me see if I have another one. No, why not? See this, it didn't really connect it. Okay, yeah, if we bought it, it's like 500 negative there. for not buying it at the right spot. So we are going to make it red. If we see green bar today, we will buy more of it. WMT, and that is one thing that we are implementing with long trading on a long trend line, because it takes a while before it comes back to that line again. If we bought it at a spot above that line and then it come back to it, we can decide to buy it again at that line, which is going to pretty much increase our average profit when it reaches a certain high point before it surpasses the first purchase price. Is going to dilute the cost for overall as well, but it was more the profit we are thinking of. But anyway, so Walmart, we just like to wait on it. It has constantly followed this since August though, but I just prefer to wait to buy it on this line, which is a long-term trend line. And when we buy it on that line, we could wait a while before we sell it. WSO, because of the seasonality that could come with it. So this line, it will be a good line to do something on. But again, we bought it, is now portfolio, and we can activate that line and follow it on it if I can actually trace. Since to me that is coming to that line, I would prefer this to be a little bit shorter here. Seems to me that it's following that, and it could come to it, and we bought it here. There's quite a bit of gap here, but maybe when it reach here and start going up, we might buy more. We will see. But yeah, that is how we are using our long-term, our long uptrend line swing trading strategy, you know, waiting for those stocks to reach the long trend line, and when they start going up from there, we buy at the first green bar around noon, or at the second green bar day before the markets open. So we have WM, that's one there, NVR, that's two, FICO, that's three, CAT, that's four, AMP, that's five. With AMP, we will place the order before the market open, and the others we'll check the chart again around noon to see which one is well positioned. We have the first green bar for us to buy. So we have 5 that we pick for today's swing trading. Thank you. We thank you very much for watching our videos. We thank you very much for your time. We thank you very much for all your comments, and we thank you very much all that subscribe to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and then Asoap.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways you can save money and different ways you can make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to save money. Just know that stocks can bankrupt on you. Therefore, choose stocks that you feel confident about, and you design some filters to put them through to make sure you can invest in them long term before you swing trade them. And again, if you are investing in stocks long term, know that they can file bankruptcy. Therefore, you might want to reevaluate what long-term means to you, and times to times sell those stocks if you want to lock in the profit and repeat the process again. And for the filters that we do have videos that we explain those filters on how we put those, we evaluate stocks that we pick using those filters before we actually trade, before we actually add them to our stock watch list. And we can create, it's good to have a stock watch list of a good stocks. We start with large cap, narrow them to a good one that we can swing trade from 350 to 150 or so of them, and then to a size that we can analyze on a daily basis, which is about 66 of them. And we just duplicate that page, and we have been trading those in 2024. And in 2025, there are 2 at least I will take out of this list and probably replace with others from our list. But yeah, in terms of times, we do have some videos where we will pick a stock from a large stock from the first drop box of them and put it through our filters to see if that's a stock we will swing trade. And we are pretty much putting no because it's not a stock that we want to swing trade. It does not mean that there are not other swing trading strategy that you can use to trade those stocks, just not the one we are using, because those stocks don't have uptrend line filled to their chart. Therefore, our uptrend line swing trading strategy may not work well for them. And I've been creating videos of those to just share the process, how we pick those stocks and how we are putting them through some filters to see if they are well suited for us to trade, to add them to our stock watch list and swing trade them. Thank you.